Do penguins bury their dead? Learning about animals can give you unique perspectives and lessons about life. We pride ourselves as the most advanced species on Earth, but we still don't know so much about Earth and its occupants. Humans are not the only species who mourn and bury their dead. Animals such as elephants, chimpanzees, and magpies are more intelligent than just being conscious. Penguins are also sophisticated and smart. So, do they mourn? Do they cry? Let's learn a little bit about penguins. Being a family of 17 to 19 species, penguins live mostly in the southern hemisphere. You can find blue penguins in Australia and New Zealand, but the king penguins are found in the Arctic lands. Although they are birds, they cannot fly and they have flippers in place of wings. They are extremely skilled at swimming and diving. Penguins can swim up to 15 miles per hour. Their predators are mostly seabirds who identify them by their unique black and white color. Their life mostly depends on the ice in the region, which has been decreasing due to climate change endangering them. Their bright bellies help them blend into the ocean and avoid getting eaten by birds. Penguins are immensely faithful to their partners, going as far as committing suicide after their partner dies. Do penguins grieve? Certain neurotransmitters and hormones allow penguins to have feelings similar to humans. Penguins are regularly grieving their dead. This species of bird is highly intuitive and has emotions similar to human beings. They also have emotional connections to things. They get incredibly sad if they lose them. In some cases, penguins walk around brooding and even starve for days. Researchers have seen other penguins giving emotional support to the grieving penguin in such conditions. Not to mention, in a case where a close relative dies, a penguin may commit suicide. The sad bird walks away from civilization and away from water necessary for living. Do they cry? Although they can feel extreme sadness and grief, researchers have not seen any sort of crying among them. But that's the case for birds like penguins, too. Penguins may have feelings like humans, but they have their own ways to express them. Humans often cry rivers when they lose a child or a lover. You may not observe tears when a penguin's mate or baby dies, but on the inside they are a sobbing mess. What happens after they die? Penguins either spend their whole lives on ice or in water. Due to low temperatures of their home, their bodies take a long time to decompose. Their bodies get buried under deep layers of ice and might get fossilized in some cases. Their skin still decays even though the ice melts at a very slow pace. Sometimes petals or skuas eat their bodies. In places other than Antarctica, like Africa or New Zealand, cats, dogs, and local predatory animals may also eat their bodies. If the layers of ice shift, their bodies might get dropped into the ocean where they become food for aquatic predators such as leopard seals or killer whales. The death of a penguin deeply affects the whole community. They huddle together to mourn and give support to the dead's mate. Do they bury their dead? Penguins are a truly amazing species. Not only do they experience the loss of their loved ones like humans do, but they also hold what people may call funeral services. They dig deep holes in the ice with their wings and beaks to bury their dead. They all gather together in a small group to pay their regard to the dead penguin. This is why people hardly ever find penguins' dead bodies on the ice surface. The skuas and other predatory seabirds are the primary reason for the penguin's mortality rate. What happens when a penguin's mate dies? Penguins live 15 to 20 years on average. There can be numerous reasons for that. The extreme cold weather, old age, attacks from other animals, shortage of food, and diseases. Penguins have one mate at a time and deeply cherish them. The male and female penguins mate continuously their whole lives. The penguins are very specific about what kind of mate they want for themselves. They spend a lot of time and hold this decision very important to them. As observed in their natural habitats and zoos, penguins take one partner their whole life. Penguins are very faithful to their partners. If you're enjoying this video, consider dropping a like and make sure to subscribe for more. Now, let's get back to it. Do penguins take another partner after their mate dies? Due to the extreme weather of their habitat, penguins are very likely to not make it back to their home after a journey. Naturally, they often get split up. Due to evolution, penguins now realize the importance of breeding. Female penguins are observed to wait for a year. After that, even though they are still sad, they do try to find new mates. This special behavior is due to the fact that penguin chicks need male and female penguins for proper growth. For penguins, passing their genes on to the new generation is of paramount importance. This is why female penguins don't have a choice in the matter and can't afford to stay mateless for the rest of their lives. Thus, female penguins search for new mates after their mate dies. They still remember their mate and often show depressive behaviors. Also, mating is important because if they don't, they will miss out on years of offspring. Furthermore, most penguins do mate for life, but often have to change partners. They remain unable to love any other penguin, but still search for better prospects. This separation is often caused by the unpredictable conditions they live in. Also, if a female penguin deems her partner unfit for taking care of her chicks, she'll find a better partner. Should you hug a penguin? This is a hard no. Don't try to hug a penguin, in any case. They might look cute, but they don't want to be touched. These birds will attack you with their sharp beaks. Baby penguins are a bit friendlier. You can touch them lightly, but don't go overboard. They might feel intimidated and bite you. Also, you can find penguins that are trained to cuddle and thus far safer to hug. Final thoughts. Penguins are truly one of the most unique and intriguing creatures on this planet. We learn a lot by observing other life forms. They support each other through hard times and care for one another. The idea of mating for life is almost always true for penguins. But there are many exceptions because the species must continue to reproduce. The harsh weather conditions, the predators, and climate change are already very big threats to penguins. Penguins do bury their dead. They're also capable of mourning and grieving them. Usually the sorrow is so deep they go without food for days and isolate themselves from others. In extreme cases, they commit suicide by starving themselves. Due to evolution, penguins now know that reproducing is very important for a species, so they take partners after their mate dies. In any case, never try to hug a penguin. They are ill-tempered and may lash out, so don't get deceived by their cuteness. That's all for today's video. Tell us in the comments below what other animals you'd like to hear about next. Catch you later.